Hey guys, what's going on? So I got a deck profile for you guys today. Evilswarm. It's been doing pretty well. I think it's the one of the top decks this format. So everything's more control, and I mean dragons are still alive, but so it's a pretty good matchup against dragons. So let's get into the deck. The one rabbit. It's really good. Why not play the one? It's too good. The three heliotrope. With this deck, even you got to run it because you run the rabbit, but you like to draw a lot of monsters. So I want to be able to even if like use the rabbit and I have the one heliotrope left, I still like to draw it because this deck needs a lot of monsters in order to exceed and go into Ophion. And 1950 is a lot of attack. Like the only thing that's other than that is a Gene Warp and like an Alexandrite Dragon, but Alexandrite doesn't see play and Gene Warp's only Fire Fist. So I think I'm pretty set, but. Uh, the three caster, some staple in most evilswarm decks. The three Thunderbird. Some people play two, but I like three. It's, draw it. Gotta draw all of the evilswarms. Monsters. Three Kyrgion, best card in the deck, hands down. I can't tell you how much this deck would suck if I didn't have Kyrgions. Double Mandragora and one O Lantern. This is like a Diamond Direwolf pretty much, except that pops the monster. It pops monsters only, but it's pretty good. And besides, if I do draw this instead of a Mandragora, odds are I have a caster in hand. And if not, like most of the time, I just go in and I'll replace it because I'll have infection on the field. So, and then for the hand traps, I have two Maxis and just one Veiler. This is the main. And like I could, I'll side out what I need and what I don't need. And for the last monster of the deck, the dad, he put in so much work for me at OTS and probably will at regionals too. So, onto the spells. We have two Pandemic. I only play 2, 3. I think 3 gets cloggy because I gotta get to my monsters or I gotta have back row to protect, and I generally only use 2 anyway. 2 MST, 1 Rhoda, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Book of Moon. Pretty much Dark Hole and Book of Moon have become still staples in most decks. And then the Rhoda to search the caster to do, my plays. The only searcher in the deck. Constellars have more, and that's like my worst matchup. So you have to side in those light and prisoning mirrors. 2 Mirror Force because too good. 2 Safe Zone. I was playing with Dress a while ago, but I just Safe Zone. I find it's a lot better than Dress. Triple Fiendish Chain, and like if I use the Safe Zone on my Ophion, most of the time against dragons, most of the time that's like game, and dragons are still lurking, and water is a threat, and I faced Mermails and dragons at OTS, and I just gotta protect my Ophion. The one bottomless, pretty much the one-ofs, the Compulse, the Torrential, the Warning. I main 1 Vanity's Emptiness and 1 Infection. This is the trap card. Like, even though like we have a terrible matchup against Constellars, and like if say we go Ophion early and or 2 Ophion early and like they just bounce them with Pleiades and all our stuff's in the grave, like, and then I draw Mandragora or an Lantern. This card, if I have this thing, like I'll just go grab a Kyrgion and then I'll proceed to win from there. Like most of the time, if I can get that card out with an Evilswarm, like I control pretty much the flow of the game. Onto the extra deck, play the token, the token, the token, the token, and the token. Bahamut, steal the Dracossack, need tokens for stuff. I don't know, just make sure I have tokens on deck. That's all it's for. For the real cards, triple Ophion. the main Exceed. That's what you want. Double Bahamut. 1 Ouroboros. I did like 1 Nightmare. I played with 1 Bahamut for a while, but then, you know, there's certain situations where 2 really does help, and it comes into play. Cowboy. Black Ship. Direwolf. The Key Beetle. Just 1 Key Beetle. A lot of people run like 2 or 3, but I see no point. Like, the main goal of the deck is to get Ophion, not Master Key Beetle. Like, the Key Beetle save zone lock's great with Vanity's Emptiness, but the odds of that I mean, like, if I have the option, I might do it, but, you know, Ophion's pretty much my main goal of the deck. Dweller. Emerald. Maestroke. And 1 Popple Operative. No Gem Knight Pearl, like, even against the mirror, like, I just think that if they have, so, if I have this, then I can, you know, flip their Ophion. But if they're playing with save zones, then I just go into my nice looking, where'd he go? My nice looking Direwolf, and then I just pop the safe zone. So, I mean, regardless, no Gem Knight Pearl needed. Like, this card and Direwolf should do the trick. And I mean, if they're those 1 players that run Dress, then I mean, good for them. I'll work a way around it. But that's my evilswarm deck profile for